Today we are going to go from a lowly peasant working the Bretonnian farms to the lady's chosen champion, cutting down our enemies at will, imbuing with holy power, and of course an elite army of the Bretonnian knights. And this of course is all done in the brand new update for the Old Realms Warhammer Fantasy mod that has just gone ahead and implemented their brand new update, adding in the Bretonnian culture, a huge amount of the campaign map, a brand new career system which is beyond epic, alongside plenty more armors, maps, and so much more. But to achieve this peasantry to knighthood run, we are going to have to of course start off with our first choice, and that is by picking the Bretonnian culture. This has huge impacts for our campaign and actually dictates the type of career that we're going to be having in the campaign. If for example I was to pick Musalon, which is kind of the vampiric undead Bretonnians, then this would lead me down a completely different path. I'd be able to pick between necromancy, being a vampiric warrior, which of course is not what we're doing for this run, so we're going to go ahead and play as Bretonnia. And look at that, we even have a Bretonnian peasant option right here, which we're going to be sticking in, which honestly isn't bad. We get endurance, we get bow skill, as well as one-handed skill. And then this final option is really important because this dictates your career system. I hope that in the future they make it a little bit clearer, because I actually don't think there's a way to change this when you're in the game. However, if you pick Knights Errant, you're going to be getting the Knights Errant career system, and if you pick the Damsel of the Lady, you're going to be getting the Damsel career system. And here we are now in the campaign map, and as you can see, Bretonnia looks absolutely incredible. If we actually zoom all the way out, you guys can see the entirety of the Bretonnian lands, and they've done an amazing job in filling this out. Basically, only Leoncourt and maybe a couple more dukedoms are left to implement, but until there's more enemies up here in like Mecklenburg and the York tribes and stuff, there's no real need to actually go ahead and implement them. So the campaign map itself is actually pretty vast when you go from side to side. I think definitely our first plan of action to go from this lowly peasant to an elite knight of the lady is of course to do what any honorable knight should do, and that is to fight in tournaments. Go ahead and make a name for myself. After arriving at this wonderful settlement at Aquitaine, we are going to be able to fight in our first tournament. Again, I just cannot get over how beautiful the surrounding lands are. It is absolutely incredible. And right here we're going to be able to win our first bit of armor. Hopefully we are also going to be a betting man, because what noble doesn't like to bet his coin for the glory of his honor? And these are actually completely custom tournaments, which is really exciting. They've got a really cool mode right here. We are going to be duking out with enemy lords, but to go ahead and get this jousting undergo, look at that. If you go too far, it does teleport you back, allowing you to couch your lance down, try and hit the enemy, and you kind of just keep on going, which I thought was a really cool system. And here we are in the final, a lowly peasant going up against Jean, the Bretonnian knight. We'll see if we're going to be successful at him. It's going to be a hard fight for sure, but if we can maybe get our lance down, I'm going to protect myself right there. He went for the horse, which is very dishonorable, that is for sure, but I think we've got him right now. And there we go, lance is down, and then boom, nice, smash right into him. And we will claim our prize, of course, a little bit of renown, as well as the Bretonnian overcoat. And boom, just like that, we've gone ahead and assembled our first piece of the puzzle. The first Avenger Stone has now slotted in. And look at this, we found Jean. This is eventually what we want to be looking like, a true Knight of Bretonnia. And I mean, Jean looks pretty upset that I beat him, so let's go ahead and hire him into our army. Looks like Jean was a little bit upset that I beat him in battle and is charging 15,000 gold for me to actually go ahead and obtain him, so maybe a little bit later. Tournaments have been going really well. We basically implemented ourselves up to almost clan rank 1, which will allow us to start joining the wars in the north against the evil Bretonnians, as I like to call them, Musalon, the Red Duke, and his evil cursed ways. We've also quite handily got some new equipment to go ahead and upgrade ourselves. I unlocked this a brand new kind of overcoat, I guess, which gives us really good protection. 44 protection is very nice. We also got some questing knight gloves along with some Knights of the Realm boots. So as you can see, our actual overall armor aesthetic has gone up through the roof. I am still in desperate need of a new helmet, and that's something hopefully we can work towards. We've got some good money, but the most important thing we need to do is go ahead and pledge our allegiance to the lady. Look at that. That's me right there without the fancy helmet, and we're going to pray to receive blessings from the lady. Hopefully she will imbue me, and there you go. We are now following the cult of the lady. This is actually really cool because it does also allow you to actually upgrade your faith. This is what you're going to be doing in the very early parts of the faith grind. It is praying to the shrines. There's shrines to Sigma, and I actually don't know if there is a shrine to the demonic gods of the vampire counts. I actually don't know who the vampire counts. Do they worship Nagash? Do they worship anyone, just like the necromancers themselves? Let me know in the comments. I'd actually be really interested to find that out. But by leveling up this faith tree, you go ahead and unlock some really good bonuses, and then eventually go ahead and you can actually give items as an offering to go ahead and improve and get even better bonuses from the lady. You can also see right down here our party morale. The soldiers are blessed, even though it's just me, and we have an extra 20 extra morale. So now that we have received the lady's blessing, it only goes ahead and begs to differ that it is time to run down the people who do not worship her. Run down these lowly fools that refuse to abide by her code. So I, of course, have assigned myself a nice little retinue right here. We have 20 of these Bretonnian nobles that will level up fairly quickly, become questing knights, become knights of the Grail. But let's first things first, run down. Look at that. Even the peasantry are rallying towards me. Ah, yes, there's nothing more like running down the enemies of the lady in the morning. That's exactly what we want to do, and let me just tell you, it is not going to be pretty for the enemy. Look at that. Wow. Yep, look at that. These bandits don't know what just hit them. Well, let me tell you, it is the pure force of heavy cavalry. And the nice thing is about these early battles is not only are they great for renown, but also we're going to slowly start upgrading and getting towards the Knights of the Realm, the questing knights, and then finally the Holy Grail, pun intended, of the Bretonnian roster, the Bretonnian Grail Knights. This time we actually have some enemy archers going up against us, so now it is time to, truly show them the way. What should have happened at the Battle of Agincourt. Yeah, pure slaughter. Bah! So after a little bit of training, we have finally reached clan rank 1, and I have arrived. I have arrived to pledge my sword against the vampires in the north, or at least the would-be pretenders in the north. And it is time. Only as a mercenary, though. I haven't quite earned the respect of Albrecht to join him out fully. It's actually pretty important as well, because as you can see, we're starting to get some pretty expensive soldiers. We've got some of the tier 5s, now tier 6s in my army, along with a couple tier 4s as well. So we're getting up there slowly but surely, but it is taking a while. So let's hunt down some chaos scum that have spawned in the north of Albrecht's kingdom. This will grow us some good money and also allow us to test out some of our elite soldiers. I mean, man, oh man, just look at them. I know it is dark. Hopefully I've brightened it up, but they look beautiful. Let's see them charge. Oh, yes, beautiful. I want to do that to every single enemy. Now, obviously, keep in mind, when we do actually fight a proper battle line, this is going to be way harder. We're going to be able to stop our cavalry. We're going to have spears and other weapons. Hey, until then, I am going to enjoy running down these soldiers. Because, of course, it's exactly what the lady would have wanted. I am a little bit sorry, though. The lord that did just incorporate us and sign our mercenary contracts has kind of found himself in a bit of a precarious spot, being attacked by Musalon the Red Duke and his, let's say, 1,500 soldiers. And the vampiric army is heading straight towards us, so I'm going to go ahead and seek refuge inside of this castle. If we have to prepare ourselves for a siege, let's do it. Hopefully a relief force can arrive in time, and here we go. We are going to be defending. I mean, we are heavily outnumbered, but in these sieges, all you can hope for is artillery to be built or a relief force on its way. 600 men led by Albrecht. He needs to muster a bit of a stronger force. Hopefully it can arrive in time. And now that our career is looking like it's coming to an end, it makes actually a really good idea to go ahead and take a look at the new career system. So here it is. I was talking about it earlier on, and I guess we're only now just showing it off, but look how awesome it is. So this is going to be specific depending on what background you chose at the beginning of the game. I chose Knight of Errant, which is going ahead and unlock the Knights of Bretonnia skill tree. And as I continue to progress through this, when I hit the next renown rank, which is renown 2, I'm going to unlock all of these and all of these. But as of right now, I can go ahead and basically stick points as I level up into these skill trees, and they'll provide us with certain bonuses. For example, if I go ahead and start leveling up my errantry war, I'll go ahead and receive 40% more HP, 10% more melee damage, continue to improve all the units in my army. Over here in enhanced horse combat, I can also do exactly the same, and these are going to again give you some pretty crazy bonuses. I think as of right now, though, considering our current situation, leveling up our infantry war to max is going to be really important. This is basically going to go ahead and improve all of our dismounted infantry as well as our knight. And I think that's really important because we're going to need all of these bonuses if we hope to go and defeat this massive army. Albrecht is also bringing a large army over here, but he's just not mustering it fast enough, and I think we're going to be under siege very, very quickly. Hopefully we can get some more artillery. That's going to be the one thing that will save us. Unfortunately, only 2 pieces built. That really does suck. I'm going to have to try my best to get up there, and here we go, the true battle of our time. So I need to quickly muster myself to an artillery piece. Also, look how beautiful this settlement is. It actually looks absolutely glorious. So let's just take a look at this castle really quickly. It looks absolutely beautiful. All the peasantry bowmen running, the artillery already firing. The settlement itself looks, yeah, it's just so goddamn beautiful. And again, this is actually a vanilla Bannerlord settlement, but with the architecture changed, and I think we've done a great job with it. Again, with a lot of these Bretonnian castles, they are, you know, in essence a Valandian castle, but just changing this makes them look so goddamn incredible. Okay, here we are onto the artillery piece. Now, I'm thinking I either want to, I guess, either get loads of kills. There's so much infantry going over there, or I want to try and destroy the artillery piece. And I think destroying the artillery piece is going to be our #1 goal. Okay, we just fired off another shot. Oh, yeah, we hit it there. Nice. Good job. Because if we can destroy this artillery piece, then we can basically prevent them from having any like form of attack at the gate, and that's going to be huge. It means they have to go up the ladders where we can slaughter them. I also am tempted though to get a good little shot off on the infantry block. Oh, that's what we like to do. I mean, 22 kills isn't exactly massive in the grand scheme of things, but still, you know, it will help out. Nice. And look at that, the artillery piece has been destroyed. That is huge. That is really, really big. Unfortunately, I think this artillery piece is now fairly useless, so we'll just fire one shot off, and I guess pick up a fire pot and make our way over to the assaults. Okay, the infantry are now up. I imagine the enemy are also, yeah, look at them down there. Let's throw down a fire pot on them. Oh, that's a lot of kills as well. So one of the really interesting things about the Mousillon roster is it isn't just all made up of like undead and other evil units. Like, they have basically a bunch of Bretonnian men. You know, the main bulk of their roster will be kind of your peasants from who have been corrupted or just, you know, told to do what they have to do. They also do have, you know, the Black Grail Knights. I mean, of course, Graveguard and skeletons are going to be in there as well. But now, though, our job, of course, is to hold the defenses, push them back, don't give them a moment's quarter. The moment they get in here, the moment they start pushing us back, it's over for us. Nice, we're even pushing the ladders down as well. Oh no, the Calmwraith's coming, the Calmwraith, bring it down! And there, they're starting to really pump in some of their much more elite soldiers now. That's a little bit scary. Luckily, we're able to keep on pushing this down as well. But yeah, they're starting to put in some of their tankier units, and that's all they really need. If they can get their tanky units in here, then they can start paving the way. We need to make sure that we kill them ASAP. Okay, they seem like they have that breach under control. I need to go check the other one on the other side of the fortress. Let's make our way over there now. Okay, I can't actually see it, but it looks bad. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. They are breaking through. I can see a lot of skeletons over there. Okay, boys, hold. I've arrived just in the nick of time. I brought some more men as well from the actual gate, as we're not going to be needing them to try and help out here. And I think we've just about got this under control. Throw them back. The archers must be having a field day down there. I just wish we had some more explosives. But yeah, our numbers are dwindling here. You can see as well a lot more of the lower tier units, I guess, are starting to come in. I think we've actually done a good job at clearing off. But also, our defenses are looking really, really thin. So our weaker units are now. We actually have some reserves back here as well that we can bring up. I positioned them there, but this is our last hope. If we have to fall back to the inner layer, we will. I'm not sure I mentioned this as well, which actually made it even harder for us as they throw forward some of their Black Grail Knights. Oh my god, bring them down now, please. But I'm actually playing with the battle size mod on as well, so we actually do have 2,000 soldiers on this battlefield when we can. That means the AI, when they had 1,100 men plus whatever they summon through their demonic magic, are going to be able to wield that all in one go. So they would have had tons of men. Oh, this is not looking good. Sword out. Close quarter combat now. Throw them back. Can we kick this guy off? Let's kick this guy off. How do you like that? Yes, bring him down. Oh, we've got it under control, but only just. Wow, that was close. Oh, I think the battle is turning in our favor now. A lot of the undead units are starting to crumble, and then look at that, the morale. The men have broken These soldiers no longer wish to stand, and the enemy flee. The defense holds. Bretonnia holds. What a battle that was as well. Wow, look at that. We got 47 kills in the end. That's going to give us some pretty good stat improvements, as well as a massive boost to our engineering, and also tons of renown. I mean, I think we're getting pretty close to the next tier. I have also just ended up catching like every single of these Musalon lords, even the Black Duke himself, which you can see is a skeleton. Well, let me tell you what we do to this scum. Oh wow, we also got so much equipment as well, like so many of these valuable pieces. We're going to take all of these and try and trade them in for some more of the actual true better Grail Knight armor. Originally, I was going to execute each and every one of these traitors to the lady, but I think we're only going to go ahead and execute the Black Duke because he deserves it. And everyone else can stir in the dungeon. It is not up to me to decide what happens to them. After our victory in that castle, Albric has seen fit to go ahead and equip us with a brand new Knights of the Realm helmet to lead us into battle, as well as a beautiful new cape and pauldron. I mean, we're already starting looking very cool. The only thing I think we really need now is a better horse barding, along with a better kind of chest piece. So to prove ourselves once more, we are going to join up with Albric's army and go into the actual depths of the swamps to the north, in an attempt to prove to him once and for all that we are well and truly worthy of his honor. Also, whilst we're here, we also gained some more points from that siege battle. We leveled up so much. We can actually completely max out the enhanced horse combat. Unfortunately, we can't unlock the next battles quite yet. But as you can see, already we are getting some insanely powerful abilities. Like all of our infantry have better handling, which means they're just better in combat, 10% more damage. Over here in the horse combat, when we're actually on the field, you can see that all of our knights get better polearm skill. They're cheaper to upgrade. They do 10% more damage. Their mounts have 50% more HP. And also the speed at which we charge into battle is 20% stronger, which is just crazy. And here we have it. The castle of Hain will be soon under our control. Albric has come to me himself, and he has ordered me to be the forlorn hope. And be the forlorn hope I will be. Don't you worry. I will charge into battle. I will get them ladders up, and I will be the first over them walls. Also, again, can you just take like a moment to just look at how beautiful these settlements are? Really, really cool stuff. Win or lose, I will be the first person over them walls. I'm just hoping that their soldiers are not going to be strong enough to go ahead and defeat us. We need to keep these walls down, and I just need to push in. Luckily, it doesn't look like they have too many strong soldiers. I'm going to try and take out a few of these guys, and their weapons don't look good either. Yeah, basically our goal is just to run our way through, try and draw some of the defenders in, slay them as we go, keep that sword up, take out these soldiers on our way, and then silence the artillery piece. And of course, deal with these archers. They're going to be firing down on the boys down there. Killing them is imperative. It's going to save so many lives, and it's exactly what the lady would have wanted. And I mean, let's just hope that the lady resurrects me, because yeah, our body is now up there. Luckily though, we get to go ahead and command this epic assault at the actual gate itself. It looks really, really cool indeed. It'd be very awesome as well if they could actually go ahead and create custom siege equipment for the mod. I think that would look awesome. Come on, one more swing, boys, and the gate is down. Let's charge forward, and there we go. Forward, forward once more onto the breach. Push our way forward. Yes, the men are through the breach. Look at them go. Just need to keep on pushing, and it seems like the majority of the defense is just mere rabble at this point, not worthy of an army. I've arrived to avenge myself, good lord, and go take my body back for repairs. I love as well as you can even see like the Bretonnian castle off in the distance. I always love that in Total War, and I love it in this. And with that glorious sacrifice at the very breaches of the damned city, we have now arrived back home to tell the tale of our glorious adventure, show them what we have become, a glorious knight of the Bretonnian kingdoms, ready to serve and die, as the lady may call upon us once again in the future. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below. It really does help out the channel. If you want to see more of the old realms on the, let me know down below in the comments. Obviously, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.